Kelly, come on up here. Show her some love as she comes up here. And her husband, Sean, wave at Sean over there. Your sister. Yeah, her sister lived in our neighborhood. We've known them for a while, and y'all ended up here. And just as a little short testimony, I'm sure you'll share the long version one day, but there was no way that Sean should have gotten to the place where he is professionally, but he's 2 classes away from earning his MBA. So, yeah, show him, yeah. He's been telling me about it. He's been working hard, and it's really, I'm sure, just a testimony of God. But, Kelly, you've been dealing with I'm not exactly sure how bad it's been. I know it was pretty bad, but just tell us what happened.
Okay.
And you don't have to hold the mic up. There you go.
About 7 years ago, good morning, everybody. About 7 years ago, I had complete hysterectomy very young. Well, we moved back here. We were in Florida. And as soon as we moved back here, stuff started to happen. I felt great there, but stuff started to happen, and I didn't know what was going on with me. You know, as women, we know when there's something wrong with us. We can feel it. We don't need a doctor to tell us. We know something's wrong. Well, I didn't know what to do at the time because I didn't have insurance. So my husband here, I'm giving Lee Goodman credit for this, secretly did a test for me because he cared and found out that my cortisol was extremely low, so he thought I had Addison's. It really scared him to death. They sent me to an endocrinologist, you know, and we just could not figure out what was going on. Then we got, and cortisol is your main stress hormone. And I already had anxiety and things like that, so it just made it worse. And then I went and worked with the wilderness program with juveniles, so that made it even worse. Okay, so I'm waking up at 0.30 in the morning when you should be around 12.9. I'm 0.3. And they're telling me, you know, you're going to die. If it runs out, you're out. I mean, they can revive you, and that's if someone's around. And so I'm getting nervous because they can't figure out what's going on. But then after the third doctor for this new one, he did a new MRI. They did find a mass about 3 years ago on my adrenal gland. And I thought, it's not rocket scientist, man. It's got to be that. I mean, what else? That's where the cortisol comes from. What else could it be? You know, I mean, if there's a, you know, quarter-sized lump, you know, or tumor on my adrenal gland, then it's got to be doing something. So this doctor said, well, it is. You know, it's either pinching the cortisol off. They can do many things. They can make their own hormones. That's where all your hormones come from. You know, I learned all this. I can be a doctor now, I think, on that part. But this has been going on for 6 years, and it has ruined the quality of my life. And what upsets me is I know better because I knew God could heal me, and I didn't, you know, think I was worthy anymore. So first and foremost, I want to give God the glory
Amen.
For sending me here. Because if he had not, I said, well, I wouldn't be healed. Because he told me, you need to get around people of God. We'd been looking for church, could not find one. I couldn't do the holy rolling thing. I'm sorry, you know, I don't mean people running around like chickens with their head cut off, running into walls. I didn't want to do that, you know. And I couldn't do that to my husband anymore either. But God said, you need to know the true gospel, because my grandfather taught it to me. And he prophesied, promise you. He said, one day there will be a church. I'll be gone. I won't be here, but they will preach the true gospel, and you'll know it when you get there. And I knew it when I got here that day.
Awesome.
And if any of you remember, I fell apart. When I stepped in this room, I fell apart. How embarrassing, because he put me right here on this front porch. My husband, I was like, oh my gosh. And I just fell apart. So, you know, I give God the glory for that. And I guess it was a couple of Wednesdays ago, but a few of us here, and my best friend Courtney was here, and I said, I'm not leaving this place without people praying for me. I'm not leaving this place.
Yeah.
So, you guys did. I don't remember much, and I have only spoken tongues twice. And of course, I spoke in tongues. I scared poor little Abby, but she's okay. But the first time I ever spoke in tongues, a miracle happened, but I was by myself in my room, you know. But the first thing he always tells me when thank Jesus. Quit asking. You always asking. I know what you need. You keep asking other people to ask. It's like a kid asking for a Christmas present, and the mama says, I knew you wanted it. I already got it. And then the kid asked it again and again, and it started reminding me of me and all of us. We just continue to ask the same thing. Well, if you already asked it, then you should have faith that he's going to do whatever it is he's going to do, you know, and when it's time. Well, that day, I heard him say, I'm fixing to reveal it all. It's okay, Kelly. After I spoke tongues, I remember him saying in my ear, I'm going to reveal everything. But I want you to use it for the good. Because he didn't cause it, but I want you to use this for the good. I never imagined that he was going to surprise me. So for years, I brought all my results, and they all showed my cortisol for 3 different doctors. All said it was really low in the morning. It's not supposed to be. Dangerously low at some points. And I get there. My husband's there. My son's there. This time for the reveal. This was after that Wednesday. I did a new MRI. And he said, I don't know what to tell you, because when we did the test, your cortisol was 12.9 in the morning, and that's perfect. And I said, I was arguing with him. No. Look again. He said, no, everything, every test we did on every hormone is perfect.
Wow.
Now, you remember I take bioidentical hormones. So not only do I not make my own, I take the natural kind. Everything was perfect. And he said, I don't know what to tell you. Nothing wrong with you. I said, no. Look. See that one? He said, I know. I don't know what to tell you. He said, the tumor is dead. The MRI said it's dead. And so, it's just a piece of flesh, made up, of course, made up of cholesterol, he said, or something. But my cholesterol's perfect. Everything is perfect. So, that being said, people don't believe in miracles, but they're still there. And we just have to believe. And at that point, coming here and speaking tongues again felt so good. And everybody in this church saying, you're worthy. Miss Vicky always saying, you don't think you're worthy, but you are. And when I was little, he was going to be my husband. I argued with other children. That's my husband. My granddaddy said he loves me. I'm married to him. So I am his daughter, and that's why I started off, dear God, from your daughter. Because I am his daughter. So how dare me not think that he couldn't help me? Well, I started CrossFit. And now I'm going to get off every pill they ever put me on. I said, God, I'm going to eat good. I'm going to treat this temple better because you took it all away. But I give it all to him, glory. I give all the glory for him. But like I said, if he had not led me here, he said, get amongst people of God again, real. And then when I walk in this place, I remember my grandfather, and I said, I'm here, and I fell to my knees. That's why I broke apart that day. But yes, I'm healed.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.